Elatorious, victorialus.
Hey guys, this is Crap Hunter, and welcome back to Rome. This is episode 23 of the series, and my god, have we done a lot since the first episode. Okay, we haven't done much, I'll agree with you, but we've made some progress. Progress. Such an addictive substance. In the last episode, we were doing a fair amount of defense work. We defended both Masilla and Nabu Martius. We also have defended Hadram Tum. We're defending it against the Numidians. We've also got an army from Captain Nero, twin brother of Admiral Nero, who's over there, who defended it as well. He's going to be going over towards to Cape, so that way we can then reinforce their lines, because they are very much under strength. And over in the northern half of it, we are also making a push towards the town of Gregovia, because the Senate, after the loss of Nabu Martius, decided to send us on a rather stupid mission to capture the legendary or legionary eagles. For any of you guys who don't know, Rome was very proud of its armies. It was so proud of its armies that it had placed a lot of faith into what was known as the legionary eagles. And now I don't know much about Rome, so I'm not going to try and bullshit you, but what I'm going to try and state is the legionary eagles was like a proper a symbol of Roman might, and if should they fall during battle, that was a really bad thing. Like, if you lost to a legionary eagles an army and couldn't recapture them in time, everybody thought you were a very bad person. You know, it's pretty much the worst way of dishonor. For the Japanese, if you ever know about them, if they couldn't live with the shame of defeat. Well, if the Romans lost their legionary eagles, they couldn't live with the shame of their defeat. So I'm having to go over to Gregovia and to try and recapture those, so that way I will not earn the displeasure of the Senate, because as much as I do not give to crapping, I do not care for the Senate, I still have to pay attention and listen to what they say. Pray to the gods that in Rome too, you can ignore them. So yes, pretty much lots of defense work and a little bit of assault this turn, so hopefully we'll be able to recapture the legionary eagles and also capture another settlement. And also, in case you were wondering, last turn I was preparing a very, very mediocre reinforcement army to go over towards Masilla, and what was going to happen was my latest addition of generals, Mr. Titus Fabius, who has now got himself some Samnite gladiators, will go over towards Asculum and get a few of these little trading guys, the retinue for Valerius Camillus, because he's very much a person who can lead by management, not by command. So now, then I can get a Chirurgian, I can't remember, a good field surgeon can save the lives, which means that the casualties on my army may not be as much, which is pretty good. And also a quartermaster, which means I can march a little bit further. And of course, if I can ever have something like that, or a priest of Jupiter, which probably helps, yes, probably does, and a librarian. Basically, I'm just going to give this young little guy a fair chance at life. Apart from that, though, that's about it for this turn. Let's turn up, or turn, more likely. You know what? I think I forgot to check out the status of my allies whilst I was doing all this defensive fighting. Well, I'll quickly sort that out in the next turn. Right. So, hello. So we actually are profitable by about £140. I have not been given any fancy pants stuff. However, let's go to the news thing. Ding, 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 ding. I haven't got a bell to make a news, so whatever. The Brutii, who have two very large armies, have done bugger all with them. You'd think they'd deploy them over to the Greek states, for which they still have not got much in the way of... well, that said, no, they've actually finally got some largish armies heading down towards the southern half. So maybe the Greeks may have... the Brutii may finally start pushing further down into the territories, which isn't so bad. I kind of wish I had Salonia, because that would be a nice place to get mining. The Scipii are once again doing absolutely nothing. They have got the entire of Sicily now, which is nice. They've got it, which is one thing, I suppose.
Imperator.
I'm going to be sending my troops over to Cape, so that way they're in reinforcements. So now Cape has finally been sorted. But yeah, so far there's actually not much happening, which is a bit stupid, but what can you do? Can I retrain? No, I cannot. Not many people, which is a bit of a shame. Over at Harudrum Tum, I am now getting some defences because we have got a fair amount of people here. Over at Zama, for some reason they're not too happy. I think it's because of the tax rate. We haven't got much in the way of troops, so I will have to deploy some dudes over here. Carthage, they're not really happy about. I don't know why. They'll never shut up about it. Even though I've got low tax rate and everything. Oh, fine. I'll build an arena for them. Sods. Reinforcement army is here. So now what I'll do is I'll send this force over towards Masilla. So that way they've got something of a defense.
Aye, aye, Captain.
2 ships hopefully will not be sunk. Gregovia is now being defended.
Sir.
I'm just thinking about something here. Let's have a look. See. So we haven't got much in the way of spearmen, but what I'll do is I'll hire them and hire them. And so now I've got a bit of an army with me now. The public baths in Segesta have made people a few bits happier, but not as happy as could be. I believe if we construct an academy, people might be a little better because obviously they might have the ability to do stuff. Medalonium is still building up something. Pavatium is doing that. Arminium isn't doing much. Why are you not doing much? Because they want a sodding arena. I don't really want to give them an arena, and I don't have an ability to buy stuff. Aretium is currently building a port. My general now can actually go over to Asculum and do stuff. So here we go. A really handy tool, in case you guys did not know, is the ability to transfer retinue over to him. Bang. So now this guy has lost the capability to do that, but instead he has that. So now, bang. Oh, I don't think he has that. No, I think the other guy's got enough retinue, doesn't he? What has he got? Priest of Jupiter. He's already got a Priest of Jupiter, which is quite nice. Can I not select him? Oh, that it. Right, well.
Orders.
What else can I do? What else can I give him? Tutor? That wouldn't be too bad, would it? Librarian. Well, that's more... Does the other kid already have Quartermaster? Oh, no, he doesn't. There you go. Got that. Well, that's something which he probably can work with. So now he's got an extra thing. And I think he also keeps his Churgeon as well, which is quite nice. I think I'll have him have that. And why not that as well, just so that way this kid has the best chances at life. So, him and him and him can now move out and do this thing. Numidia and Carthage have decided to stop fighting each other, but of course, what a surprise there. I have an assassin! Where is he?
Who shall
Dang it, the
this time?
bastard's gone. Oh no, no he hasn't. Right, prepare to die.
Dead.
Yeah! He didn't die. Why could you not die? You had 64% chance of killing him. How could you miss? Well, anyway. So, Admiral Nero is going to be taking a fleet over to...
Yes, Captain.
Ooh, hello, there's an Egyptian port, which is quite nice. They don't know who we are, which is quite nice, so I can practice my hi. Okay, so, my general... They're gonna be in range of him, so if I put my dude here, I can attack.
Engage the enemy.
And so, Captain, who is at that position, so I can then completely annihilate, because that guy's got in there. Yes, that works out lovely. Right, okay, so we're on the offensive today. Huzzah. Not really a big army, but we've got mostly mercenaries, so what can you do? Attack! That's a reassuring speech, especially since we're attacking. And yet still, we do not have any of those infantry. I want some legionary cohorts.
There are many roads
Damn
to
it.
victory. Today our road will be paved with skulls. Remember this and show no mercy. These goals.
Okay, so we hold the hill advantage, which is absolutely fantastic. The downside is we're going to have to be attacking.
Barbarian mercenaries.
Right, so these guys are going to be under strength for a bit, which is a bit of a shame. But Julii will be moving over here. Hopefully this will goat the enemy into attacking us a fair amount.
The enemy have brought up reinforcements in a pathetic attempt to save themselves.
Are these all cavalry? They are all cavalry. I mean, they're only petty cavalry as well. So the reinforcements are going to be the ones that we're going to have to be very careful about. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Hopefully I haven't deafened your screens. Pretty much standard battle formation, isn't it? So there is the opposing army who have come from the settlement. If you can just see over there, there's Gregovia. Nice in the bottom of the valley. And that is up there, but we'll assume that's an enemy force. This is the reinforcing army, which has lots and lots of warriors, some rowdy cavalry, and there is the enemy general, a proper general, worthy of a goal. What are these guys doing? They are doing nothing. So what I'll do is I'll set up my infantry and archers. We've got raider cavalry, which is quite impressive. Raider cavalry is something which you have to be aware about, because obviously they can kill you really easy. Concentrate fire on the good, they're in range. Right. Astarte and Principe can fire their weapons, which is fantastic. Brilliant. You know what, I might never actually use fire arrows unless fighting heavy infantry now, because the normal arrows are pretty much do the same damage, and better still, they're a lot more accurate. That said, we are facing cavalry, so it's a different situation. Yeah, the slingers are doing better jobs. Well done. These arrows are very good at they're very good at piercing through both the soldier and the horse. I wonder how people who like horses feel about games like this, where you're basically massacring thousands of horses. Oh shit, there they are. Right, okay, infantry. Right, we only need to react that way. There's a fog as well. This is quite foggy. Well, they're charging. those guys aren't actually doing anything, even though what I would do right now is I'd do a pincer attack. Nice. And it would appear that the enemy forces are withdrawing, which is not bad. I do not mind facing only cavalry. They're completely gone, which is absolutely brilliant. Where is the rest of the enemy army, though? They are withdrawing as well. It would appear that we have to lay siege to them after all, which is a bit frustrating. But oh well. We've annihilated a few bits of their infantry, which is quite nice. Actually think about it. Why not attack?
The gods be praised! The enemy's hearts are full of fear, and now they flee!
If I could just massacre their infantry, all I need to do is just send in my spearmen units, and Bob's your uncle was sorted for the next battle. Hopefully my men will get to them before they will get to the base. That said, though, they've got still a fair amount of going. I've got the hill advantage. Actually, that says, here's a question for you guys. If you're going down a hill and you're charging against someone who's retreating, does that mean you have the hill advantage still? Or... because if they're running away from you, then, I don't know. They're massacring those people. Oh good, the barbarian cavalry will go first. This is a good thing. I'm going to lose a lot of men in this cavalry charge, I realise that. But if I could make them waver and break them very quickly, then hopefully... right, get the fuck out of there. Well, they're making a brave stand. That's something. Just not a very good one. But still, now they're exhausted. My archers can go free rein.
Be praised! The enemy's hearts are full of fear, and now they flee! Rome demands victory from her generals, and this day is clearly our victory!
I think I've achieved objectives here. That's a very reassuring thing. Only they had 641 guys, now they only have 35. Well, I don't actually know. How many guys do they have now? I can't remember. I thought I saw something like that. So, they have fallen back into their base. Gregovia, let's lay siege.
Besieging settlement, sir. Settlement under siege, sir.
Yes, all of their units now are inside that position are now but cavalry. Who are these guys over here there though?
Watching and waiting.
Is it only just them? No, they've got some infantry support, so we're going to have to be careful about attacking. But that said, we're not doing too bad. Suggest Aretium, not doing much over there. My dude's over there. My general finally has all the special abilities, so I'm going to be sending him over there. Can I get another Sam Knight Gladiator? Damn. Murmillo Gladiators are still very good for defense, so I might hire them. How much is your upkeep? 260. 260. So you're going to be expensive, but you're going to be worth it. Fair trade. Okay, so down south our situation is not great, but we can hold on. Up north we're doing quite well. Reinforcements are about to arrive, which is absolutely fantastic. And a battle against the Gregovian forces are working. We're actually starting to knock them out. And once my general finally arrives over there, we have got some reinforcements as well, which is quite nice. A couple more turns and then we'll be able to send them out. We'll be able to push up. The Gallic armies are making another push down south towards my men, and they've actually got Forester Warband and a fair amount. So this will be intriguing.
Yes, master.
Half tempted to attack them, but no, we must stand firm. We're still very much in the throngs of not having much in the way of people. Ah, Nero.
Ready to sail.
Yeah, I need to. Yeah. Okay, so let's save the game now. I think I've already just saved it. So end turn. That's what I want to do. There's my diplomat doing his thing. La 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 la. The Brutii are once again doing buggereth all. Carthage, holy shit!
We're under siege.
This must be the oh, they're under siege, and I'm being attacked by the Gallic forces. Why? I'm not at least I'm not surprised for that. Well, we are going to be outnumbered, I think, by a tad. Yeah, we're going to be outnumbered by a bit. Actually, no, we hold the advantage. They've only got infantry, and they've only got cavalry. If I can defeat the infantry side of their army, this should be quite interesting. And they're also attacking me, so I think this is very much a handier side of warfare. Of course, the situation down at Carthage, though, I think I opened my mouth a little bit too soon. Carthage is still yet a present threat. Still not those Roman soldiers.
The sun has risen. How many of us who look upon this dawn will live to see the night? Today we go into battle against the Gauls, warriors both worthy and brave in equal measure. If we win here today, we do far more than just defeat an army. If we win, we take a city from the enemy. We weaken them. We take their riches, their holy places, their lands, their women folk. But the winning, that is for you to do. Are you men enough for the task?
So that's a no then? Fair enough, we'll
The
go home.
first move in this particular game is theirs, I think. We have a slight advantage in numbers, but no lives can be thrown away today. We cannot afford such profligacy. They are strong in cavalry, and this will require inventive thought today, as we lack enough spearmen to counter them.
No, we don't.
Many times I have faced this enemy, and many times I have beaten them. Today, when we win, this victory will be yours as much as mine. I have won many great victories for Rome. Be strong in that truth, and let this be one more. March on, and know that our victory is assured as long as we live and die like true Romans. Units, on my orders!
Okay, so unfortunately, we don't really hold much in the way of an advantage as such, terrain-wise. Down there is just no chance. Up here really is just the kind of King of the Hill style. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to deploy as such. Basically, be right in front of them. Bloody hell.
Use fire!
There we go. So now what we're going to do is just going to have those guys. Cavalry and those guys will need to go here. The spearmen will defend against this perimeter, I believe, because... There you go. So the enemy cavalry...
The ferryman will be busy today. The enemy have brought more men to the fight.
And don't forget, I have the advantage. I can hold on. Cavalry, my infantry as such. So the enemy forces over here I'm not actually that fussed about. Yes, they have a lots of cavalry and they have a very strong cavalry force. However, the real threat, of course, is infantry. Infantry are more terrifying because they are more resilient than cavalry. I'll be honest with you, my personal belief is that infantry are a lot more resourceful than cavalry. I'm not going to deny cavalry are useful, but I've always found infantry to be the reason why certain cases of battle have been won. You know, their cavalry is still very useful, and in certain cases I would be completely buggered without it, but in some aspects I do prefer infantry over cavalry. Well, in more aspects I prefer infantry over cavalry. There we go. So we're currently being attacked by an army of quite strong Gaul, being a reasonably strong army, mostly warband, but let's face it, they don't really do much in the way of fighting, do they? The enemy general is making a push, but he has to travel his army up a hill, which means he'll hopefully be tired by the time he arrives. I have an archer supremacy, i.e. he has no archers, I have 2, which is pretty handy. And the enemy has to attack me, and if they lose, I get to defend, I get to take the town. So they've got to be extremely careful. Come on. You're attacking. Move forward. There we go. Now the downside, of course, is they've got a fairly strong cavalry force, but luckily most of these are built up out of lighter cavalry units. I knocked out the stronger cavalry unit in the previous battle here, so fingers crossed it all works out. The Gallic army is preparing to make a stand, so I think I might need to push my forces out a little bit along with these guys. So archers, focus on the swordsmen because they're the only heavy infantry. Moving forward? Yes, they are. Getting their asses handed too. They're not going to willing to push a hole through their lines. They're broken, and they are completely being massacred over there at the moment. So they're completely gone. Yep, they're gone. They are gone completely. They've broken. That's fantastic. Go after them. Brilliant job. Well done. Absolutely fantastic. General, move up. Try and see if we can counter them.
Mercenaries!
Pin down 2 of his generals, that'll work out.
The enemy show their true virtue. They are not
And
soldiers,
he
only
is getting
frightened
away.
rabbits running from our men.
Right, you guys, Return to the fray as fast as you can. You guys return to the fray as fast as you can. Am I catching? Absolutely catching him. I'm warmed up, he's only winded. Let's try and see if we can hold this line then, shall we? Those guys are suffering heavy casualties. Concentrate your fire. You guys reform as much as you possibly can. What are you doing? Ah, bollocks. Never mind. Alright. Doesn't matter. We can catch them. More important to catch their infantry. Oh god, here we go. Very close. Oh, here they go. We don't actually have to worry about making those other guys go down. There's my... They're gone. There goes their cavalry. And there's their enemy general. So the cavalry can't last long on that one. But barbarian spearmen, however... There's another Gallic army defeated. Not only that, we've also recaptured the enemy eagles, which is fantastic. Well, our eagles.
The gods have filled the heart of the enemy general with fear. Now he flees the field like a coward.
Go get those guys. They're eager, yet they've lost the battle. Fair enough. I'll admire them for their bravery, but they're not going to last long, especially if they're not going to attack me. I see. They want to attack the general. Come on then. They're not half stupid half the time, are they? Oh no, the general's regrouped! Holy crap! Go on then, let's go get him. Actually, let's move my general over here. Sorry! Dick!
The enemy show that Rome demands victory from
Okay,
her
so
generals,
Vindex, I
and
believe, was the one who had the army of the soldiers. So Vindex unfortunately got away, which is a bit of a sad thing. However, we did also get rid of a general. And not only that, we've also captured a settlement. So we've defeated the Gallic army as best as we can. The Numidians, once again, are trying to lay siege.
Noble master, your honor.
And so, doing so, we have captured the settlement. But that said, the army is, for some reason... Even though it said I've actually captured a settlement, it actually feels like I actually haven't captured a settlement. We are the most advanced, which is fantastic. We have now got a baby, which is awesome. Olbia has now got itself a new general governor's place, which means now I can put in some nice fancy buildings. I'm going to put a forum there because that'll be pretty nice. Then we're going to put some. Then we're going to keep. Afterwards, I'm going to put some crop rotation in. Alaria is for some reason not too happy, but there's only one more turn before they go get. My reinforcements have arrived, which is absolutely fantastic. So now we've got reinforcements. They are only too happy to have reinforcements here. So what I'm going to do now, send them back.
Out of move, sir!
Triarii, Hadrodum-Tum, Zama. How am I doing in Carthage? Have I not built anything else? I thought I was building an army. Intriguing. Oh well. And how many turns is going to last? Oh boy. Lots of dudes. Which actually is not commanded by a general. This is intriguing. We've got reinforcements, but unfortunately these guys aren't going to last long, are they? Well, we're going to capture this settlement in a second anyway, so...
General!
Once again, another chance to attack. I'll be honest with you, normally I'd try and attempt a night attack, but thinking about it, if I attack, I could potentially knock out Vindex as well. So, why not? Let's attack. Jeez, I haven't been on the offensive in a long time. Feels weird. I remember my original campaign when I was always big pushing up as the Chosakabe. That was quite fun.
The omens have been better, but I dismiss those priestly naysayers. They are holy men, not warriors, and a warrior makes his own fate.
What?
These Gauls do not need your fear. Cold steel will bring them down, just like any other man.
I was going to say, what? Okay, it would appear that we have not got any fears of... Oh, well, there is one archery. No, there are two. There are two archery towers. So, unfortunately, we will be taking some fire, but... not what I anticipated.
Siege equipment is automatically...
The enemy have brought up reinforcements in a pathetic attempt to save themselves.
Oh, hello. Sneaky little buggers. This will be exciting.